we're going to have a moment in ministry of the UMW, and Nancy Green will do that.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Nancy Green, and I'm the treasurer of the UMW. And the first thing I would like to do this morning is to thank everyone who was a part of working on the rummage sale with us. All the people who donated, all the people who worked, all those many hands made for light work for all of us, and it was a wonderful thing to see. I'm here to report that we made $2,526.10. So you may wonder what it is the UMW does besides raising money with rummage sales and chicken and biscuit dinners and other luncheons and all those kinds of things. And I'm here to let you know what we do. We try in every way that we can to support the life of this church. Some of the things that we do, we oversee the fellowship time to make sure that we have someone available to provide the goodies that everyone enjoys there. So we oversee that. We provide funeral dinners for members of the church who want to have a dinner that accompanies the funeral of their loved one. We give Thanksgiving baskets to people who are shut in, for them to be remembered, for them to know that the church still cares about them. We help to cover the costs for the Redbird mission, which is a mission of this church. We help to cover the transportation costs for that. We support individual members of the church when they go on mission trips. We provide money to help them pay for those mission trips. I don't know if all of you know this or not, but often when you go on a mission trip, you get the thrilling privilege of funding yourself. So we have the Christmas tea every year, which the money there goes to the Broome County Council of Churches, and we donate that money to buy baby formula for those who are not able to buy formula for their children. We also then, now those things don't cost us a great deal of money, but then we still have all of the money that we've raised in these various ways. So for those things, we give donations. And we donate annually to Sky Lake, to the United Methodist Homes, to the children's homes. We give them a monetary donation, and then at Easter we make Easter baskets with candies and different things for them to give to the children for Easter. We give to the United Methodist Corps for disaster relief, and that we get to pick every year whether we're going to send that nationally or globally. It just depends on where the most heart-wrenching disaster is at the time. And then we, at different times, we just pick local charities to donate money to. And so this year we did Meals on Wheels, the Samaritan Counseling Center, the Salvation Army, and the Life Choices Center. And at this time, I would like to present a donation to Linda Zera, who is the Executive Director of the Mercy House. And this is our donation to Mercy House for this year. Thank you.
Our next mission moment is the Endwell preschool. And that speaker will be Darlene Darrow with Sue Federoff.
She wanted to make sure that I'd be the one that would speak here. We thought that we would start with some history of the preschool. The Endwell Preschool has been a mission of the church for 52 years. In May of 1967, there was an education commission, and they recommended that the church sponsor a weekday nursery school, providing room, utilities, space, and use of equipment. $315 was set aside to pay 2 teachers and for supplies per month. how costs have increased. By 1990, there was a separate school board who reported to the church council. The board continues today. The majority of the members are members of our church. Sue reports to the administrative council monthly. We pay for our own payroll service, workman's comp, and custodial services. In 2008-9, we started a universal pre-kindergarten program through a grant with Endwell and the state. We are a nonprofit. We have a 3-year-old program and a 4-year-old program. Our paid staff consists of our director and teacher extraordinaire of the 4-year-old program, Sue, and her assistant teacher, Tara Henderson, and the lead teacher of the 3-year-old program, Kathy Bodette. Kathy has been with the program for over 40 years, which is pretty significant. And she's done her job and she's done it well, and she will be retiring this year. We also have a faithful volunteer, Mary Lou Price. Mary Lou has come in 2 or 3 days a week for how long, Sue? 11 years, wow. And she is also retiring after many years of service. I serve as the administrator for the program, and I'm also a volunteer. Our salaries and other costs come from our tuition and fundraisers, and we thank you for all of your support of those fundraisers. Our custodian is Bob Darrow, my beloved son, and a longtime church member. He volunteers over half of his time as his personal mission. The UMW has provided scholarships for us for years upon years. Scholarships go to the church members in need first. It was interesting to me as I was compiling the history of the preschool, all of these names came popping up, and I didn't even realize, that all of these people that had a part in the growth and support of the preschool. Nancy looked at that and said, wow, Nancy was president of the board for a period of time. I hope you read the recent journey, and in the journey I listed all of those names of the people that had something to do with the preschool. So I want to thank all of you because it's pretty impressive that we've been around for 52 years. You corrected me. I thought it was 51. Okay, and we thank the UMW for continuing to support us financially. We have a new curriculum that was purchased in the memory of my mom, Martha Brooks. Sue volunteered many hours to prepare the new curriculum for implementation. It was an amazing amount of work. You get the basic curriculum, no materials. You have to prepare all of the materials, and she has done a phenomenal job. There's no one better that could do this work. It's been really awesome. There has never been a Christian curriculum, but the teachers are all Christian, as is our board. New York State mandates character education, so the children are taught values that go right along with our Christian values. There are things such as courage, patriotism, citizenship, honesty, fairness, respect, kindness, cooperation, self-respect, self-control, courtesy, and compassion. And the children are certainly not discouraged from talking about God, and they do that. We are blessed to have graduated over 1,000 children from our school, and many of those students were church members. Our families attend and support church activities such as Vacation Bible School, Breakfast with the Bunny, the OA Festival, Trunk or Treat, and others. We are thankful for the interaction with our pastor and with Bev Scudder. Thank you, Bev. Bev graciously comes down and reads to the children, as does Pastor Mark. And it's just wonderful to have that kind of a relationship with the folks here at church. We invite any of you to volunteer at the school to read to the children, help do projects, play games, or provide one-on-one help and or to even come in to substitute. We are looking for a one-on-one volunteer aide for next year. Just be in touch with Sue if you're interested in volunteering. We anticipate hiring a teacher for the 3s, an enthusiastic person having a 2-year degree in early childhood education. If we have the funds, we'll be looking for an aide too. These positions are for 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if any of you are interested in either of those positions, please contact Sue or me. As we are nonprofit, we value donations to our scholarship fund. In August, we'll have a wish list for supplies on the bulletin board outside of the sanctuary, and we thank you for your support of our preschool and certainly for the support of UNW. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Just introductions. My name is Ken Anderson. This is Diet Minnerly. Diet is the president of the missions committee here at church. And I think I've been, as long as I've been, you've been the president of the committee in that. So anyway, we're going to talk briefly about a couple of things near and near to the missions committee. First of all, throughout the year, there's a lot of things that we're involved in, such as the Lord's Table, the food pantry, which, by the way, is coming up this Thursday. Rise Against Hunger, we had plenty of help for the 20,000 meals we packed in May. And, of course, the Redbird Mission. Now, there's a lot of other things that we're involved with throughout the year. We always have posts on the bulletin board out there with different things that we're taking care of in that. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is National Night Out. And National Night Out is coming up August 6th. Anybody that's been a member of the church for a period of time knows that, well, this is the 4th year coming up, and it's a great community event. We bring hundreds and hundreds of people in from the community. We do it all for free to the community, and we have a lot of different sponsors, businesses, whatever, from the community that are helping us out. So, I mean, the main objective of National Night Out is really to recognize the police, fire departments, and those that are supporting the community in those roles. But it's also meant as a night to foster community togetherness. And we thought that was a great mission for us to partake in as we went forward in that. So I just want to mention August 6th, 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. You'll find pretty much the same venues that we've had in past years, although this is Pastor Mark's idea, by the way, to do a dunk tank this year. If you know what a dunk tank is, you know that's where you throw the ball at the target and the person falls in the water. So if the kids were here, I'd ask them to nominate their parents, but we'll be finding someone worthy to take the dunk this year, so, and probably a couple of people. We do have music planned, food, the Zoomobile's coming back again this year. I do have a legal pad on the back table. If you're new and you want to help us out, we usually try and just get volunteers for a couple hours during that night. You can put your name and email or phone number on the legal pad in the back. Otherwise, if you've helped before, I have your information and I'll be in touch. So that's part of it. But we hope you can mark that on your calendars. It's always a great time, and the community really enjoys it. And by the way, the police, fire, and all those people enjoy it because they feel it's worthy of them spending the time to come out and meet the community in that. So it's a great thing for them. Second, we have sponsored a program here a couple of years now at the church, and we wanted to mention this. We are not only providing things to the community often, but we also have a mission to kind of find the money to help fund some of our missions. And we do that in several ways. A lot of the work for National Night Out is finding sponsors and things like that, donate food, donate things, etc. One of the ways we found to raise money is through the church, what we call the UMC Shop program. Diet's going to talk a little bit about her experience with it. But basically to date, if you total those two up, we've raised about almost over $750 through this program. And the program is a free program to members, It actually is a program that benefits you because you get money back, the church gets credit, and you're actually spending less money overall. I think DeEtte can attest to that. There's thousands of partner stores. I think some of them are on the banner there, Home Depot, etc. And also when you work with a local store, such as a Home Depot, and there's a lot of others that we work with, we use it all the time where we order in advance and just go pick it up. Well, they still get the local credit, their employees. They have employees that staff the front desk now for things like that. So it still is benefiting if you're using those things. I will say if you're using Amazon, you're probably paying more than we can help you get things for through our program. So pay attention to those things. There's no cost to get enrolled. The thing we have found, though, it does take some education, and that's where the mission teams come in. We volunteer basically to help people with that program. Yeah, she's pointing at me, isn't she? And actually, I've gone off and gotten educated on it, so I'm more than willing to help. We've raised this money so far with only a handful of folks participating in any length, so that just kind of shows you the potential power. Our goal for this year is if we can raise that to about 20 families participating, then we can triple or quadruple the number that's coming into the missions team, and lets us do a lot more. So with that, I'm going to let DeEtte say a couple words about her experience, because I think it's important to hear that.
Thank you, Ken. I never thought I'd be asked to do two things. One, talk about how inadequate I am about using the internet and electronics, and the other one is get to use my cell phone in church and not feel guilty. So Ken invited me to an event where we saw some products that are offered on shop.com, and I'm like, I would use shop.com, but I just don't know how. So Ken goes, here, open your phone. I open my phone, he downloads the app, takes a picture of my credit card, and now guess what? I can shop at shop.com anytime I want, but I never do it during church. So it's so much easier for me because all I did was I think it took him 5 minutes, probably took him longer to teach me than that. But you can also access your computer at home, so if you're on your computer, you can hook up with Ken and say, hey, can you hook me up? And it's so easy to use. So anytime I want to use and go, I can do comparative shopping with it. But recently we went to North Carolina to my niece's wedding and said, oh, let's get hotel rooms. So instead of going to hotels.com or
Travelocity. Yeah, just about everybody's tied into our program.
I went to shop.com first, then went to hotels.com. So I got the discount on the hotel. Nice. I got money in my shop.com folder so I could spend it at Macy's or on my cosmetics, which I now get at shop.com. And I made a contribution to the church. And all I had to do is go through shop.com to where I normally shop. So it's really super easy. If I can do it, trust me, I had dial-up until the last 2 years ago. So if I can do it, you can do it. All you have to do is just see Ken and I'll hook you up. It's a really cool way to save some money.
And by the way, Dave on the way in told me, thanks Ken, she shops a lot more now. So thank you very much. And by the way, there are little business card type cards. If you do want some information, the cards are at the entrances that you can pick up. They have the church website that supports this and that. And like I said, feel free to contact us if you want any help. I don't think it's straightforward without a little bit of startup time. But after that, like she said, you can take advantage of it, and the missions team would appreciate it as well. So thank you.